Welcome back. Thank you guys. Thank you so much to our lovely, lovely audience. You guys are the bomb.com. We're having so much fun here tonight. While we were doing our commercial break, our audience actually participated in a mini scavenger hunt where we hid some really cool tiny stage merch around the building, and it was the coolest thing ever. If you want to be a part of something like that in the future, stay tuned to our Instagram because we will be bringing in more live audiences very, very soon. All right? So moving on, we're going to be introducing our first special guest of the evening. And this is somebody that I personally admire so, so much. From the moment that I met them, this individual has not stopped. She is somebody that is so dedicated to the community and to the initiatives that she dedicates herself to. And it's just really beautiful to see all that she's been doing. So it is an absolute pleasure to announce the Director of Programming Development for Buddy Systems, MIA, Miss Fania Celestin. Everybody give her a round of applause. Please make yourself comfortable, my love.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Tiny Talk.
Thank you so much for having me. We've been talking about this, and I'm really grateful to be here.
It is such a pleasure to be able to hold space with you and to just be able to have a conversation about everything that you're up to, because I would love to know more and more about how I personally can get involved, and I'm sure that a lot of our audience would love to hear the same. So first things first, we announced you. You are the Director of Programming Development for Buddy Systems, MIA. Tell us a little bit about Buddy Systems.
Buddy System is a nonprofit organization that deals with food insecurity, people dealing with food insecurity and food waste here in Miami-Dade. We started because of COVID, but now we've healed that trauma wound, or we're in the process of healing that trauma wound. To continue to really combat a lot of people dealing with food insecurity and the billions of pounds of waste in the United States that takes place, because all of that waste could feed people.
I hear you. So for our viewers who are at home who may not really understand what the term food insecurity means, what does that mean?
People who live in food deserts or food swamps. So a food swamp is basically where everything is your corner stores, your gas stations. If your grocery store has produce, it's not edible, really. Food deserts are people who live in rural areas, and it takes them an hour to get to a Walmart or a supermarket. So we deal with a lot of people who are dealing in food swamps. So areas that are purposely, red line areas that are purposely put into the system so people can continue to deal with certain health issues.
I hear you.
Yes.
Strategic placement.
Exactly. That's what redlining is.
I hear you. Okay. So I know that Buddy System MI has a few different initiatives that you guys have created to sort of combat all of these different issues. Tell me a little bit about what the Community Fridge initiative is.
So I think everybody on our team and volunteers are all artists. So we moved Buddy System for Art for Social Change. And we were able to find, one of our founders was Jess. She was able to find a beautiful fridge in New York. And they were looking for a more sustainable way to continue feeding communities here in Miami. And so when she's found that fridge, we were able to get our first location in Overtown. And we were able to partner up with a company, and we were able to get commissions for different artists to paint these beautiful fridges. All of our fridges, we have 10 current fridges, 10, 11.
Okay.
And they're all painted by different Miami artists. Just completely all different Miami artists from different walks of life. Famous ones, you can see, the famous graffiti artists, to just local, beautiful artists like Nat. Nat's work is so beautiful. That's the Overtown fridge currently.
I was so just taken aback by the quality of art that you can find on these fridges. It's such a beautiful experience to just see this out of nowhere, and you're like, what is this? You know what I mean? And to peek in and to see just how much love really goes into that. There's there's people consistently coming around and filling up the fridges. Do you guys have like a specific like schedule on how that works?
We love our volunteers. Our volunteers are our heartbeat to this organization. All of us who are on the team are volunteers. We really put a lot of our work and blood, sweats, and tears into it. We do partner up with Good Samaritan, which is another nonprofit that deals with food waste here in Miami. And they've given us the connection to organizations or supermarkets like Trader Joe's or Panera Bread. We also work with organizations like Farm Share, and now we are looking for more funding so that we can actually have a pantry, so we can get more donations throughout different organizations here in Miami that are doing that work.
Got you. So you heard that here, folks. One of their main goals right now is to establish a food pantry where they can essentially centralize their operations and be able to carry out all of these incredible projects. How can people support Buddy System MIA? How can they donate? How can they show that type of monetary support that you guys are looking for right now?
You can go on our website, buddysystem.mia.com/donate.
Okay.
And you can monetarily donate. You can donate once a month. You can donate just a one time. Those are different ways you can donate. You can also just donate your time. There's a fridge in your community, so you can just look on our fridge map and see which fridge is closer to you. If you want to donate, if you want to come and help out clean, if you want to actually just talk to community members to see exactly what they want and what they need. We are about really understanding what the community needs and not really imposing our beliefs or what we think the community needs. So this is a constant conversation that we're having. If they don't like the artwork, we're like, all right, cool. We'll figure it out a way to like make it something better.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think it's just such a beautiful thing to see a community coming together and finding ways to be of service to others. Do you guys currently have any events upcoming on the radar that we can have like people come out to and support? What do you have on your schedule right now?
Well, you can always come to Purple Palms and see the beautiful fridge that's here until the end of November.
Absolutely
by
right.
Art Love Trap. And you can take
Trap.
pictures with it and post it and just circulate the beautiful art for social change that this artist did. October 28th is we're meeting at City Hall again for another initiative that we'll talk later about, but the encampment ordinance that's taking place, that's something that's coming up soon. If you always look on our social media, Miami Community Fridge or Buddy System MIA, we're always posting volunteer opportunities. And November is like, we have Give Miami Day that's coming up that we're a part of, as well as Thanksgiving that's coming up. So
I will definitely want to be a part of whatever you have going on for Thanksgiving. If anybody wants to join me and be of service this year, I would absolutely love for y'all to join me on that. So thank you for all of this information. I'm really excited to get involved with y'all.
Thank you so much, everybody, for having me. I'm really grateful and just so blessed to be here.
It's an honor. Yes. It's really an honor. Everybody, give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
You are just such an amazing guest.
You are
Thank
too.
you for saying yes. I know, like, you're going to hear this a lot. A lot of things on Tiny Talk happen rather impromptually. We're going to pretend that's a word. And you're one of the people that I've been in contact with, I've been wanting to connect with, and I'm just so grateful that today the stars aligned. You said yes, and we were able to get you here in the building. We have more to talk about, so we're gonna hold that last point until we open up the table. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna invite another powerful woman onto the set. Are you guys ready? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to ask that again. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Sorry, y'all. They were looking at their phones. It's okay. Up next, it is my absolute pleasure to announce R&B soul singer, songwriter, and artist-trepreneur, Miss Soleil. Ooh, look at you with that beautiful outfit.
Miss Fania. See if I can get over there.
Feel the love all around. Thank you so much, Soleil. It is such a pleasure to have you.
Danny, baby, always a pleasure to be around you.
We're just constantly growing and progressing together, and it's such an honor to be able to exist in the same space as you and to see all that you're doing. Not only is Soleil an incredible artist, but she's also a woman for change. She's just recently gotten involved in a lot of different initiatives who actually have collaborated with Buddy System MIA, and I would love to shine some light on all that is Soleil. But first, I just want to say, what does this interview feel like? Were you nervous, like, getting up here? Because I know you've been interviewed by like, quite a bit of people in your day, but like, how do you feel tonight?
I feel great. It feels like family. I mean, I guess there's always a tiny little bit of stage fright. I was sitting over there and I was like, ooh, I felt like that. I was like, it's Danny. Like, it's cool. We're cool. It's like, it's just a community vibe. And, I feel good. Once you're up here, it feels different. So.
I hear that. I always tell my guests, I'm like, don't worry, don't be nervous. I'm probably gonna mess up more than anybody else. This is a super relaxed vibe, and honestly, like, I wouldn't want to spend my Thursdays any other way. Thank you guys. Again, I keep saying that, but I'm just truly so grateful to have you. So for those of you who don't know, Soleil has recently, this year, she's had interviews in Rolling Stone India, Ear Milk, Elevator, and The Hype magazine. Girl, you are working hard. You're working so hard. I think since the moment I've met you, you have been rollout on rollout on rollout. Like, I have not seen you take a breath. What is that process like to you? I know you're very involved in every single thing that you release. What does that look like for you?
I think the secret, I guess, behind that is I've had the work done for a long time. So I did the work over like 2-3 years, and like now it's coming out, so it's just like I did all that prep work, and now we're releasing like with a strategy and a team to be able to do that. I am taking more of a larger role in like creating music videos and things like that, because I think it's just important to have visuals, and it's fun to be able to express myself that way, right? I know that catches a lot of people's eye. Yeah, I mean, I think that's about it. I tend to go off on a tangent. So
listen,
you might have to redirect me.
Listen, this is not Tiny Talk, this is Tiny Tangent, okay? I be doing the same exact thing. It is okay. I would love to just hear you express what's on your heart, all right? So, honestly, like, I am so excited because you have a song that's about to release tomorrow night, coupled with a music video. So you already know I'm gonna have that on replay, and we're gonna run up those views together, baby. Tell me about this release that's happening tomorrow night.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna be doing the song here tonight with my boy Richie B. We're gonna do an acoustic version. This song was written, I think, in like 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the archive for a minute now.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff is just been sitting on it, like coming up with the strategy and things like that. It's about being infatuated with someone, feeling like all these feelings for someone after meeting them and not being able to get them off your mind and things like that. It's a love song, like most songs.
Love story. I get it. And tell me, so I know you've worked with a lot of different genres in your day. Soleil is one of the most what is the word? Versatile artists that I know here on the local level. She has done songs with blues, EDM, hip hop, jazz, pop, R&B, and soul inspirations. What are we gonna expect with this upcoming song?
This is more R&B vibe. Yeah, like acoustic R&B vibe.
Okay.
I would say, I think like more chill, not so upbeat like my last release. It's not like hip hop, like I did a hip hop collaboration album. It's not that. It's definitely R&B, and I'm actually releasing an acoustic version like 2 to 3 weeks. So I have not released that information anywhere.
Oh my gosh!
But we have a video too. We have a video.
Thank you.
Yep. So that's gonna be really beautiful.
I'm so excited to see what the theme of your video is gonna be like. Every single video that I've seen is just its own universe in itself, and I feel like how Barbie has like Dr. Barbie, Pilot Barbie, Mom Barbie. Like, I feel like I'm experiencing Soleil in a completely different universe every single time. And it's just so much fun. Like, I love to see you do your art.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think that speaks to, the versatility of like, because I feel like I don't have one sound yet. I don't know if I ever will. Maybe I will. Let's see. But I think it speaks to that, but it also speaks to, just being creative, like the video that you're going to see tomorrow is based on the elements. So like 5 elements.
Gotcha.
And you'll see that throughout the video, like air, earth, water, spirit, fire. Yeah. I was like, what's the other one? Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Soleil, one thing that I have always wanted to ask you, what made you start singing in the first place?
I was 5 years old when I sang my first song, and it was like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. The 5-year-old version. I actually asked my parents to pay me after I sang it. I was 5 years old.
Knew. That's when you knew you were made for the spotlight.
I guess little businesswoman, 5 years old. But my father's a musician, so he's a bass player. Once I started expressing my love for art when I was young, my parents put me in piano lessons, so I took piano for 8 years. Some vocal lessons. Eventually, I decided to focus on voice because that's just what I love more. And that's how I got into it, And the way that I really realized that being an artist was for me, and I couldn't bury that because I tried. I was very stuck in fear for a long time. I won't make a lot of money being an artist. It's not guaranteed. There's no strategy. There's no one way to get there. There's no blueprint, right? So I tried to bury it. I was living a really cool life. I was living in Europe. I was living in Germany for this job, and it was great. I was on my own. I was really young, and but I wasn't doing music there, and I really felt the hurt by not doing that. And I was like, something's missing. This is awesome. I get to live this great life, but I feel like something's missing. And it was doing music, because at that point I had been in a cover band, and when I was in Germany, I wasn't doing that. So at that point I was like, okay, I have to make a decision. What do I want to do? Do I want to chase music and at least say I tried, or do I want to, my other option was going to law school. And I was like, how am I going to feel on my deathbed?
That is a crossroads life moment right there. And honestly, I'm so grateful that you chose music. Let's give her a round of applause. She's an incredible artist.
Thank you.
You are truly the definition of expression. It comes out in your style. It comes out in the way that you speak, the way that you express, the way that you sing. And it's just an honor to just watch you do your thing, man. Truly never stop. And if there's ever anything I can do to support you, you already know. You just let me know.
Oh, I already know. The story of Danny, I think I went to one of her open mics that she was throwing a jam open mic. And I went and I sang, and then she put me on her show, Tiny Stage, and then all of these other opportunities.
Which she won, by the way. She won Tiny Stage. Let's give her a round of applause for that. She took the whole shebang.
Thank you. And that wasn't that long ago, and so many opportunities came from that, and a partnership, a friendship, and we're working together on other things. So it's I learned the value of community and relationships, and it's super important, because without that, then what are we?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. If it weren't for Purple Palms Creative, Tiny Talk wouldn't be what it is right now. Community is everything, and when you can find like-minded individuals who really resonate with your vision, those are the people that you want to support with every ounce of your being, because there are not many of those out there. And I get emotional, because this is truly a passion project, and I say that every show, because I truly just can't believe that we've made it this far, and I'm just so grateful. So really quick, I want to thank you all, and I want to thank Steven, the owner of Purple Pumps, for believing in us and really pouring into us, and just allowing us to have a home here. It's really an honor, and I look forward to finding new ways to express this message and to connect all of us into it as well. So this is a time where I'm gonna stop being a crybaby.
Give it up for Danny real quick. Give it up for Danny real quick. Woo, 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 woo.
I'm truly just so grateful for all of you, and I need to reel it in real quick. So
Yes, still in Mercury retrograde.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This is totally legal. There's no foul play happening right now. So I wanted to open up the table, I wanted to open up the conversation because before me, I see two incredibly strong and powerful and independent women who are ready to get involved. And one thing that I've had the honor of watching up close is seeing how you two recently collaborated on the last PB and Jam event at the All Dubliner in Miami. So, like, tell us a little bit about what PB and Jam is, and then you can kind of tell us how you guys came together.
Yeah, so PB and Jam is a new initiative. It's a community event that combines music, artists, and open jam with community outreach. So the whole premise is we make PB and Jams for the community, and then there are featured artists and an open jam session for musicians and artists who want to come out and perform. So we just did our second event. It's really cool to see how much it's grown. And we've collaborated with Buddy Systems both times. We're very thankful for that.
Yes.
And it's been cool. It's been cool to see it grow. And, you know, Danny is also involved now. And Volume, shout out to Volume.
We got it on Volume, everybody.
Shout out to Jorge over there doing stuff.
So if you guys want to tune into the next PB and Jam and you can't make it in person, you can now see it live on Volume. It is such a beautiful experience. And at the last PB and Jam, Fania, I saw that you were leading the PB and Jam making. You were at the table with everybody. How was that experience for you? What does it feel like whenever you collaborate with another local artist?
Magic. It's always magic. You told me for the first one it was just you and my colleague Eric.
And then one of my other friends.
Yeah, like making and this time we had at least 10 people.
I couldn't even help.
Yeah.
There was not enough supplies, and I couldn't even sit.
It was funny, people were trying to get in, but it was really beautiful to see because we've done sandwich making events at churches, at one of the Manna Fridge opening. We did a sandwich making event. So to collab with artists, it really pushes the narrative of art for social change. So people coming earlier to see exactly what they're here for, what they're doing, and then also have a good time and drink. Like it's like you can be an aspect of everything. You don't have to be just one type of notch. Like you can be a multitude of people, a person. So you want to give, you can give, and then you're gonna jam and listen to beautiful music.
We could PB and we could jam.
Exactly.
Right. No, it's such a beautiful event, and I was just like taken aback by the audience that was in the building that night. This event is gonna be something so beautiful in such a short amount of time, and if you have the pleasure or the opportunity of jumping in and getting involved, I highly recommend that you do. It just feels so good to be in that room with everybody just on the same vibration. You get me? There's nothing like that type of feeling. You feel like there's electricity going through your body, you know? And a lot of these initiatives that we've been seeing as of late, and that we're talking about right now on the show, are specifically addressing the homelessness situation here in Miami. So, Fania, I wanted you to kind of talk to us a little bit more about that, because recently we did have some resolutions passed by the Miami Commission.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit more about that.
So September 13th, which is surprisingly my birthday.
Ooh, happy early birthday!
Thank you.
Oh, happy.
Late. No,
I'm
but
sorry,
on that day, the resolution was passed to set an ordinance where it became illegal for houseless people to build encampments. So like tents, cardboard, sleeping bags, anything like that. And so today, the bill was supposed to pass. But with people just understanding what's going on, I think being aware of like politically what's happening, a lot of volunteers just took to City Hall today, and I was one of those volunteers, to protest what was going on. And because of us, and so much publicity was put into it, because if you search it today, a few news stations were there, they canceled it, which is a plus. Because that means that if we didn't make any noise today, they would have passed it, and it would have been illegal for houseless people to just exist.
Oh my goodness.
So the next one is October 28th. Again, if you want to be heard through City Hall, you have all the power of like finding the research. I am not organizing this. I'm putting that on record. But I just want you to know that the information is out there. It's going to be on October 28th. City Hall starts at 9 o'clock.
AM or PM?
AM.
Cool.
They're not going to be there at 9 p.m.
You're right. You're right.
Like,
You know, you're right.
and it's just if you want to just speak from your own personal experience that you may have dealt with houselessness, or you know somebody who has, and you want to just speak it to these commissioners, please come out and support. We will continue to put information out there for you, but again, we are not organizing. We are just putting the information out so that people know, because again, with social media, it's only like the next quick thing. Because we really do not want this ordinance to pass. That like during the George Floyd protests, this is why it's illegal to organize here in Florida. So you cannot organize for anything. But people have, and they've gotten away with it. So
listen. At the end of the day, if this experience that you had today doesn't say that there really is strength in numbers, there's strength in a community of people coming together and speaking and standing for what they believe in. Don't ever let anyone in this world make you think that you're powerless to a situation. You always have an opportunity to make a change. You always have an opportunity to do some research and get some valuable information. And if you don't necessarily have the time or the incentive really to do that, then you can at least try to align yourself with people who are in that movement and support them. Show them all the love that you can. Share their posts, share the information. A share is so valuable these days. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, they have shown us the power of the share, of the repost, of the retweet. You can do so much with the information that you're given. Just be wise about where you're spreading it, how you're utilizing it. Information is power at the end of the day. And I want to thank you and your incredible team for allowing us to find that information on your platform. And I want to ask you, where can we find that? Like, where can we go to find that information?
Again, on our website.
Thank you.
Look at you. You got a nice
Shout out to
espresso
Puerto Rico. Thank you so
martini.
much.
That's the popular drink
I
of
can
the
get used
night.
to
Yes, this
Yes.
is the drink of the evening.
Yeah, this is the drink
Espresso
of the
martini.
evening. Yes.
May I request one?
I know. I think I would like to taste a little one.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know they've been drinking this all night in front of me, and I'm like, maybe.
It's about to be a party afterwards. But really quick, before we get super sidetracked, where can we find that info?
Again, on our website, buddysystemmia.com. We share all of volunteer opportunities. On my Buddy System MIA on Instagram. That's where we will be posting any volunteer opportunities dealing with this ordinance on the 28th. If you want more information, again, this is all online. This is all in public record.
Absolutely.
A few of the commissioners actually today on record stated that if you want to speak to them personally, you have the opportunity to. So if you want to contact any of these commissioners personally, on record today, they stated that you can.
Tell them Tiny Talk sent you. And Buddy System MIA and PB and Jam. Okay?
So those are the different ways. Again, if monetary donations, we need just things to be able to feed people that decide to participate. And like you said, Danny, share, post. Just share and post. You don't have to do much, but just click a button and retweet if you like. And that's honestly, that's amazing. That's a beautiful way of just showing your support, and truly the algorithm is very helpful.
Power of the internet. We're utilizing that power for the greater good. And Soleil, where can our audience catch all the PB and Jam updates, Soleil updates? Where can they see all of that information?
Yeah, so PB and Jam on Instagram is PBN, like the letter N, JAM 305. So you can find everything there. Also, on my partner's Instagram, Backroom Sessions. Shout out to Backroom Sessions.
Shout out to Backroom Sessions.
Yeah, they help a lot. Shout out to them. And then for all of my stuff, you can just check out my website. That's probably the easiest way to go because you can find all my links. It's www.soleilworld.com. It's SOLEIL world.com. And you'll find my Instagram and all that stuff there because my Instagram's a little bit hard to spell out. We're working on changing the name.
Soulful Soul.
Soulful Soul. Soul like the shoe first, and then soul like this second.
And then there's like an underscore right between.
It's SOLEFULSOUL.
Oh, never mind. Forget the underscore.
Just go to the website.
But guys, can we get just one more round of applause for these two incredible guests?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
to
you.
Danny, just
Yes,
for allowing this to
Danny.
manifest.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, it has been such an incredible interview. I think, honestly, this has been my favorite interview that we've done so far, and I just want to thank you all. And also to the boys over at K Rico in the front room for making this such a special evening. I'm about to go enjoy this espresso martini while we get ready for our musical performance. My favorite part of the night. Are you guys ready to hear Soleil sing?
Guys, you don't even know.
And it doesn't end there. We also have one of the most skilled guitarist in the building tonight. He goes by the name of Richie B, and we're about to give him all the flowers when he gets up here. Let's give him a round of applause right before, though. Yes, so after this commercial break, we will be back with Soleil and Richie B for a very special live performance. Thank you again. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.